Have you ever watched someone destroy their own case in less than 60 seconds? I witnessed a divorce lawyer accidentally expose his client's secret second family during what should have been a routine hearing. I am a court stenographer, which means I have the best seat in the house for legal drama. After 15 years, I thought I'd seen everything minus until last month's Henderson divorce proceedings. Mrs. Henderson, a soft-spoken kindergarten teacher, was seeking a fair division of assets after finding out her husband of 18 years had been having an affair. Mr. Henderson, a successful real estate developer, had hired Raymond Walsh, the most expensive divorce attorney in our city, known for his aggressive tactics and perfect record of protecting wealthy clients' assets. The morning started with standard procedure. Mrs. Henderson's attorney, a young woman handling her first major divorce case, presented evidence of the couple's joint assets, their primary residence, vacation property, investment accounts, and Mr. Henderson's business interests. When it was Walsh's turn, he approached with the confidence of someone about to play a winning hand. Your Honor, my client acknowledges the marital assets as presented, but we contest Mrs. Henderson's claim to 50% of my client's business holdings. As you'll see in exhibit, etc., Mr. Henderson's business was substantially established before the marriage. I could see Mrs. Henderson's attorney flipping through the documents with increasing confusion. Mr. Walsh, the judge said, these appear to be mortgage documents for a property not listed in the asset disclosure. Walsh smiled. Precisely, Your Honor. This property represents premarital assets that ripe. This mortgage is dated 3 years ago, the judge interrupted, and the application lists the borrowers as Mr. Henderson and, he paused, looking up sharply, who is Diane Henderson? The courtroom went silent. Mrs. Henderson's first name was Elizabeth. Walsh rose mid-gesture, then quickly reached for the documents. There appears to be a clerical error, Your Honor. If I may, wrap to the mortgage also lists 2 dependents, the judge continued. Ages 7 and 5, Mrs. Henderson gasped audibly. I kept typing, though my fingers were practically trembling with the effort not to look up. Walsh was now frantically shuffling through his papers. Your Honor, these documents were not meant to be included. My paralegal must have her psych, so you are saying these documents showing your client has another family living in a home he purchased 3 years ago were accidentally included in your evidence? The judge's voice had that dangerous calm that experienced courtroom workers recognize as the prelude to a storm. Walsh began, but Mr. Henderson suddenly stood up. Enough, he said. I want a new lawyer. The judge removed his glasses. Mr. Henderson, you'll need more than a new lawyer. You'll need to explain why you've committed perjury in your financial disclosures. He turned to Mrs. Henderson's attorney, who looked like she'd just won the lottery without buying a ticket. Counselor, I imagine you'll be amending your client's petition. Yes, Your Honor, she said, recovering quickly. The judge called a recess, and I watched Walsh practically sprint from the courtroom, leaving his client behind. Mr. Henderson sat alone at the defense table, staring at nothing. Mrs. Henderson's final settlement included the family home, 70% of all disclosed assets, and substantial penalties once the full extent of the hidden properties was revealed. 3 more properties to be exact, minus each housing a different woman who thought she was the only Mrs. Henderson. Walsh was reported to the Bar Association for ethics violations. Paternally, he had known about the second family, but not the third or fourth. His perfect record is now permanently tarnished. Last week, I saw Mrs. Henderson at a Clesby near the courthouse. She was having lunch with her attorney, now handling her real estate investments. When she noticed me, she smiled and raised her coffee cup in a small toast. Sometimes justice happens by accident, and sometimes I love my job more than I should.